We're about to see is a school meeting about racism, and before parents could even make their point, another parent proved their point by telling an immigrant, you don't like it here, then why did you leave Mexico? A meeting about racism in a Michigan school erupts when Adrian Iriola, who immigrated from Mexico in the 1980s, was interrupted as he described his son's experience.
I went to his bedroom to say goodnight, and he was crying because of the abuse that he was enduring in this school system.
Then why did you stay in Mexico?
You need to leave.
That's indicative of what these kids are experiencing. That's indicative of what our kids are experiencing. Comments like that. And that's, no, he's sharing a story right now, and that's indicative of what our kids are experiencing.
Parents in shock. They turn their ire to the parent who asked the question as Iriola tries to hand the mic over and let the man speak. The meeting was to address racial issues in the school district after a group of black football players was targeted with racial slurs on Snapchat. One of those football players' fathers was the first to come to Iriola's defense.
I had a natural reaction, which was to stand up and confront him. But by and large, everybody was supportive. There was lots of tears, lots of remorse, and I think it was an awakening for those people that were unaware that racism exists.
The offending parent eventually takes the mic to make this point.
Try being white and walk in a black neighborhood, see what happens. And like this incident where somebody made a little tweet. Okay, nobody was hurt in that. You know, nobody got hurt in that. It was done off campus.
After the meeting, Iriola told us the incident felt like an old wound being reopened.
Not just for me, but for my children.
Iriola kept his composure and eventually answered the man's question, which resulted in another outburst.
He asked me a question, why didn't I stay in Mexico? Because this is the greatest country in the world.
But you're complaining about being here. You're complaining about being here.
It's not your turn.
It's not about.
Yeah, and look, the school district did put out a statement and says in part that this type of bigotry goes against all the values and beliefs of our school system. It says we will continue to listen to parents and students. Now, the man who spoke up in there and made that comment, his son actually put out a post on Facebook distancing himself from his dad, and you're seeing it up there in which he actually says his views of hate in no way represent my own. That is the man's son that put that out. This is an overwhelmingly white district. The kids have been complaining about this for quite some time, and the complaint now was confirmed. They're saying this is the type of stuff we are subjected to often. And so it happened on camera. Maybe we all can take a moment and take it in. I don't think any of us are surprised that somebody in the country maybe has that attitude, but a lot of people are shocked that he was so cool and comfortable and open about doing it.
But you're encouraged by the reaction from others in there. The woman that was in front, how she turned around immediately, and so that is encouraging to have that. But like you said, that some people are like shocked by this, others are like, what's the problem?
Yep. Seen it, been there, done that, and I'm just glad other people are seeing it. That's the attitude of some. I'm glad, you know, what I've been talking about is just on display. You saw it, that's what I've been talking about. We'll see what happens in that district, if this helps them move forward in some way. But it's just an ugly incident caught on camera, but still, we can all learn something from what we just saw.
One of the worst things could probably be having your child distance themselves from you and your views. That probably hurts more than anything else.